as we looked at Mark chapter 11, verses 27 through 33, we see that the question of Jesus Christ to the Sanhedrin allowed them an opportunity to look at the evidence that was taking place and to come to a conclusion with whether or not Jesus Christ is the Son of Man or not the Son of Man. It was a question of truth, but the Sanhedrin completely missed it. They didn't look at the question through the paradigm of, is it true or not? They looked at it through the paradigm of, is it safe or not? How will it affect me or not affect me? And this becomes the problem many times with the rejection of Christianity. It's heartbreaking. It is so heartbreaking that so many reject Jesus Christ and the Bible and His Word and Christianity, not based on anything to do with truth, based solely and entirely based on things of emotion and opinion and misunderstanding. If you gave me a complex math question or equation right now and then told me the equation and even told me how you arrived to the answer of that equation, I wouldn't understand any of it. I wouldn't know what you were saying. I wouldn't be able to see what you're seeing and all of that. But just because I can't understand math, does that mean math is false? Or that equation, the answer that you came up with, is false? Not true? Certainly not. The ultimate standard for truth isn't not whether or not I can understand it. That can't possibly be my measuring stick for truth. I'm going to err all over the place if that's the case. Or if you told me, let's say I hadn't showered for 2 days, 3 days for whatever reason, and then I decided to take a hike up one of the Catskill Mountains on a hot day. And I came down and I ran into you in town here and asked you for a ride in your car, and you got a whiff of me and you went, "Brother, I love you, but no, you can't get in my car. You stink. You absolutely stink." Now, that statement might hurt my feelings. That statement might be offensive to me. That statement offended me. But is the statement true? See, whether or not I'm offended by it has nothing to do with whether or not it's true. We have to detach from our own emotions, our own understanding, and our own opinions, and to objectively look at things to see if they're true or not. Sometimes we reject things because we don't like the way they were told to us. You know, if I came, again, the same scenario, I came into your car reeking, and you said to me in a very gentle and loving way, "Please don't get into my car. Please go home and take a shower. I don't mean to be offensive, but you don't smell very well." Or if you said to me, "Get out of my car and get away from me, you stink." Now, one of those ways is a little bit more gentle than the other way, but again, how it is carried is not in question. It doesn't affect or hinder whether or not the statement is true. I say all that to say this: do not reject Christianity because you find some aspect or part of it offensive to you, because that's not the question. The question is it true? Don't reject Christianity because you don't understand something. Because again, your understanding of truth cannot be the measuring bar. Don't do it because you don't like certain people in the religion. Don't say, "Oh, well, I know these people that they're Christians and I don't like the way that they behave." How people behave has nothing to do with Jesus Christ and the Word of God. Nothing. And whether or not it's true. You say, "Well, Christians are hypocrites." Well, yeah, all human beings are hypocrites. If you don't believe me, become a parent. You're going to find yourself being a hypocrite to your children. You wish them to live better than sometimes you're able to uphold yourself. Certainly Christians are hypocrites. So are non-Christians. So are Buddhists. So are everybody. Whether or not I live a hypocritical life has nothing to do with whether or not Jesus Christ and Christianity is true. So the challenge that Jesus offered the Sanhedrin here was to think through the paradigm of whether or not Jesus Christ is the Son of God, here to save mankind. Is it true or is it false? And they've missed it completely. They never even considered whether or not it was true. They only considered it through their own paradigm of selfish desires to remain in authority and not offend other people. Let's look at things through the paradigm of whether or not it's true, not whether or not I like it.